Hello and welcome to this video review of a new 10.5-inch monitor from Andycine. Here's the unit in question they've kindly sent me to review. It's not only an HDMI monitor for gaming or computing or whatever HDMI output you wish, it's also USB-C. So they've sent me a USB-C to USB-C cable. So the difference here is that this doesn't just work for retro gaming or modern gaming or anything like that. It also works as a second display from your Apple MacBook Pro or perhaps an iPad. So I'm going to test it with all these things, and I'm also going to unbox it on camera. So I haven't opened it yet, so I think I'll do that now. Inside we've got foam here to keep it nicely packed, and then the unit itself, which you can see inside a bag. So quite well protected, and it is light. Well, it feels very nice already, I must say. So the whole point of having an HDMI monitor or USB-C monitor like this that's so lightweight is that it will go anywhere. And it's actually so well done up, I'm going to have to break into it. Now it feels like my fingerprints are going to be immediately attracted to it. Let's try not to get fingerprints on it. There's the screen. Ooh, beautiful. So it's not Andycine branded on the front, which you can see there, but it's very shiny. Yep, absolutely perfect. So on the side, it's got 3 ports. The first one is labelled HD, which would be HDMI mini by the looks of it, not micro. And then you've got 2 USB-C ports. Now the reason it's got 2 is because while it can sometimes just power itself across one USB-C connection with power and picture, apparently sometimes it will flicker if there's not enough power. So in that case, you'll be able to plug it in for power with the second USB-C socket. Aside from that, it does look like it's got a speaker on the side of it. Yeah, both sides, so maybe it supports stereo sound as well. And then on this side, we've got exit, which is presumably the menu. And then, yes, you've got a toggle dial up and down. And it's also got a headphone socket as well to plug in headphones via the smaller of the 2 headphone connectors. Also in the box, we've got the UK plug, and that has got the USB socket on it, standard USB socket, so that's very much like an Apple charge plug. Then inside we've got desktop stents, and I don't know what language that is, but it says desktop stents, so that must be the stand. It says mobiles, tablets and MP5 on the back. The universal bracket for mobile phone, tablet and plain electronic product support. Rotate it 100 degrees, can meet the arbitrary angle adjustment. And here, a USB-C cable. So that's one to go to the device and the other one will be to power it. And this is an HDMI mini cable. Always useful. What else is there? There's another USB-C cable. So I've got USB-C to USB-C, USB to USB-C, and they've sent me that USB-C to USB-C cable. So loads of USB going on. And finally, a little screen cleansing cloth branded with Andycine. So there is the Andycine link. Lovely. Right, that's everything. So go and check it out. The Wimaxit monitor is extremely versatile thanks to the HDMI and USB-C compatibility, and it really shines with HDMI retro devices like the Super Nintendo Classic Mini, which you can see here. Now these mini consoles run with emulation, and so there is often some input lag, but what lag there is in this package doesn't seem to be made any worse by the monitor, which itself seems to have a very good response time. Indeed, gaming on it is a lot of fun, and the only complaint I would level at it would be the quality of the audio, as the tiny speakers are predictably lacking in the bass department. That said, it is decently loud and absolutely fine for close-up gaming. For balance, of course, with Sega and Nintendo, I tried the Sega Mega Drive Classic Mini 2, and that was just as awesome. The menu screens really pop and the colours are superb. But it was when I connected it to my iPad Pro using a single USB-C cable that I was really impressed. iPad mirroring is superb with this monitor, to the point where games like Sonic the Hedgehog arguably look better on the Wimaxit monitor compared to the iPad's built-in screen, and that is saying a lot. It's lovely and bright even on default brightness, and it can go higher if you so choose, up to 450 nits, and the brightness is impressively uniform across the visible area. It's also nicely responsive. In fact, I don't see any difference in Sonic's title screen finger wag. It seems to be synchronized with the iPad's internal display, though the Wimaxit monitor only has a refresh rate of 60 Hz, which is plenty for most gaming applications, but not as capable as a high-end PC monitor. There are game mode settings included in the Wimaxit monitor, although I had no problems at all on standard. The menus are a tad fiddly with a toggle wheel that also acts as a confirm button, but it doesn't take too long to get used to that, and everything I wanted to do, I could do within a few moments. So far, so good then, but what about productivity? Well, this area is perhaps even more impressive. Connect the Wimaxit to a MacBook Pro using the single USB-C cable and nothing else, and it's recognized immediately as a second display. You can mirror your existing display if you want, but I find it's far better to use it as an extension of your desktop. Video editors like myself will be able to use the monitor as a 1080p preview window for Premiere Pro for the video in progress, which is superb. And if you're wondering whether you can do this as well as use Sidecar to use an iPad as another screen, the answer is yes. You can have 3 screens on your MacBook Pro using an iPad and the Wimaxit using only one USB cable, provided you have Bluetooth enabled for the iPad and the 2 Apple devices are on the same Wi-Fi network. I also tried a PlayStation 5 for some more modern gaming, obviously reducing the video output to 1080p, but again the results were lovely. Nice and responsive, and a really nice gaming experience, if perhaps a little small when you're used to using a larger TV. I also wouldn't recommend using the front USB-C port of the PS5 to power the monitor though. It did go black just for one moment, presumably due to the PS5 momentarily not powering that port, as this didn't happen with anything else I tried it with. It was worth a shot though, right? In fact, this single blip aside, the Wimaxit monitor has been able to handle anything I've thrown at it, and I haven't experienced the unit flickering due to low power over USB-C, possibly because Apple devices have been designed to work with that connection so intrinsically. And of course, if you do need another USB-C cable, then Andycine sell those too. You can find the Amazon link in the description for that and the Wimaxit monitor, and no, before you ask, I am not getting commission on those links. So, in summary, plus points would be the supreme connectivity, the lovely clear display, the ease of use, and the portability of this high-quality screen thanks to its diminutive weight at 325 grams. It's also got a fantastic viewing angle, so you can always see what's on the screen no matter what angle you're looking at it from, which is awesome. Negative elements would have to be the slightly tinny sound, though it's never difficult to listen to or harsh on your ears like the Sega Astro Mini for example, and the reflective screen can show you yourself when the display is dark, though again the screen is so lovely and bright during most media it'll be rare that that's a problem. The price point of £119 is very reasonable, as although you can find some decent small TVs by the likes of Samsung for that price, they're nowhere near as portable as this screen. And with this form factor, I can imagine making a little home arcade cabinet for something like the Capcom Home Arcade. It would be so cool, and the screen size makes the games look amazing, which I must say can't be said for trying to play these games right up close to a 40-inch TV, and believe me, I tried. The fact that it has 4 threaded holes on the back for wall mounting means it could be useful anywhere from backseat car use, in the kitchen, in close quarters gaming, or even in a work cubicle as a second or indeed only screen. I would warn, however, that it's very lightweight, as is its stand, so the chances of knocking it over by catching the cable with your sleeve is pretty high, so be careful. So to the score. For this price and form factor, I don't really see how it could have been much better. It's just worked brilliantly with whatever I've connected it to, whether that was for fun or productivity. It gets my full recommendation, 5 stars out of 5. Well, thanks very much for watching. Please do check out other videos on my channel. I've got loads of reviews, including the Atomos Ninja 5 gaming monitor, which also records 4K footage. And you can also check out music and other things as well. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.